Hello, this is Lance John, the John driving Law More Baby. Um, I'm doing a video before I get back to work, but I want to talk about this guy right here, Stanford Yellowman. But I know him as Stan. I've been knowing this guy maybe like I would say I met him like after my car was stolen. I met him in Phoenix because he was a boyfriend of a former friend. I met him. He seemed like a good guy, friendly, down to earth, good heart and everything. But and then I hung out with him. Went out to the bar with him and his girlfriend. Um, and then I seen him again in 2023, and then 2024, him and his girlfriend was coming to Vegas, and I let them, live with me for a few months, and that was the biggest mistake I ever made in my life. Um, this guy was working, but he would basically spend his money on like alcohol and stuff. Um, Basically wasted his money, wasn't responsible, wasn't being like a provider, wasn't doing anything that he was supposed to do. Like whenever you're the man, you're the man relationship, you're supposed to be the provider. And plus, he has a ex-wife and kids and everything. He wasn't providing for his kids or nothing, or his ex-wife, not doing his daddy obligations. And then I agreed, to let him live with me, that he work on my car. And he did work on my car a little bit, but he left before he was able to finish. I had to end up spending money for a professional to finish my car. And I know my car still isn't completely 100%, but hopefully, I can deal with it until I get, the car back to 100%. But you want to be an alcoholic and everything, that's your business, but you have to provide for your family. You got to, help out your spouse. You got to help out your family. Uh, Alcohol does not solve your problems. It will make you feel better, for a moment, but once you off of being drunk, or if you're getting high, once you're off that high, you still gonna have your problems. And then he would let his girlfriend call him out his name, demasculate him and all that. No way here I'm gonna let my wife or girlfriend or spouse or whoever demasculate me. I was telling his girlfriend, you go call the wrong man a bitch, and he go beat your ass. You can't be going around calling a man a bitch, because most men will beat your ass. You just can't do it. You can't do it at all. And I don't know why he allowed his girlfriend to call him a bitch. That wouldn't be me, because there's no way hell nobody gonna call me a bitch. I'm nobody's bitch. Yeah, I don't think I can last in prison, because I probably get killed, because I can't be nobody's bitch. They have to kill me and rape me in jail, because I cannot be nobody's bitch. No. But yeah, this guy ended up being a piece of shit, I would never be friends with him again. I would never associate with him again. Never. Would never associate with this guy again. Yeah, this guy definitely is a piece of shit. And I would never associate with this guy again. Never. And I just hope that this guy find himself and get his stuff together, or he gonna end up being on the news as a midlife man found drunken to death, passed out. You know, he will pass out and be laying in the floor, passed out. You know, from being drunk. So ridiculous. And he lost his job. He had a job at FedEx. He lost his job by being drunk. Why would you lose a good paying job by being drunk? That's just so stupid. Why would you lose your job by being drunk? No way in hell I would lose a good paying job by being drunk. I'll wait till I get off from work to get drunk. I would never lose my job by being drunk. You do that stuff when you go home and stuff, you get drunk then. Don't get drunk at work. Unless you're a functional alcoholic, you know, you can go to work drunk and nobody would know, or go to work hard and nobody would know, but you never go to work drunk and lose your job, lose your 9 to 5 or whatever shift you work. You never jeopardize your job by being drunk. That was just the dumbest thing anybody would ever do. But I hope this guy gets stuff together. And plus, he was cheating on his girlfriend with different women, or at least talking to women. I don't know if he actually cheated on his girlfriend, but he basically, can't keep his dick in his pants, basically. But I hope he get his shit together, because I just don't understand how anybody would just jeopardize the relationship to be with some whore. But anyway, I gotta go. I need to be making money. This sorry ass motherfucker really ain't worth my damn time, but I need to do a video to get him off my chest. And I don't think I'm gonna see him again. And if I do see him again, oh well. As long as you put your hands on me, it's fine. But him just being a drunk and not supporting his family, not supporting his girlfriend, stupid. Your girlfriend got to put the pants on and be the man relationship. That's a problem. A woman needs to be the woman, the man needs to be the man, or vice versa, or gay or straight or whatever. Somebody needs to wear the pants, and somebody needs to be the submissive one, or equal, whatever. But the man needs to be in his place, and the woman needs to be in her place. But even if the woman supports the man still needs to know that he's a man. But anyway, but the woman don't need to disrespect the man and demasculate him and everything. That's not called for. But no way hell I'll let a woman demasculate me. But anyway, I have to go. Hopefully this drunk will get his stuff together. But all he is a drunk. When you're drunk and everything, then you gotta get your shit together. But anyway, I gotta go. I really gotta go. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, but notification comment below. Say something afraid to speak out. Wash and touch your hands. Be social distance. Wear a mask. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. I know Wally is texting me, so I gotta see what Wally is talking about. Okay. Yeah, Wally's texting me, so I gotta answer him. But anyway, let me go. Yeah, let me go. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks, bye.